place to use your signal. Shore's boat. Let's see that light all the way back in Wildhelm. Let's get to the dock.
Hold them at bay. The aboriginals are fickle things, but I shall quiet the storm.
Green serpents! Attack!
Don't let them interrupt the queen.
I'm hurt. Bad. I need aid.
ship can reach us through this storm.
Patience, lad. Irene is working on that.
Winds, waves, and swords. Heed my call and still your fury.
It's working!
I don't believe it. She actually did it.
Onto the ship, quickly.
We got them all! Even Casca! Friend, give the word and Zaji will have you back at Mandrake Manor before you know it!
The Ascended Magus and his lord are cowards. Neither would stand and fight. They call themselves knights? Hardly. At least we heard their plans. A meeting on High Isle, we heard the Ascended Lord say. Of course. But you must tell her what I'd learned while I was a captive. The Ascended Order is behind all this, and they are led by the Ascended Lord and his Magus. Truly? Well, you did not know that they were planning a big meeting on High Isle until we heard the Ascended Lord say it, so that's something. And did you know the Lord planned to kill us as soon as the Green Serpents delivered us to him? As sure as we made it onto this ship alive, they want to make a show of it. You could hear it in their voices. This Magus, this Lord, they hunger for power. And the death of 3 Alliance leaders would be quite a start to their feast.
A daring rescue, a clean escape. Well done, my friend. I can't wait to tell Queen Maria all about it. The Covenant remains strong. Or so I tell myself from atop the lumpy pillow of my unbearably uncomfortable throne. Look, we've accomplished quite a bit in these past few years. I mean, you tell me. Is it madness to hope for peace in our time? Indeed. The people of High Rock, Hammerfell, and Hrothgar seek to build a future together. A process you've been part of. Someday, the Covenant will be victorious. In my heart, I believe that. But if we can achieve peace sooner, why not try? That's a good question. Yoren the Scald King was invited, of course, but the official response we got out of Mournhold was short and sweet. His son would negotiate on the Pact's behalf. Not for me. I have heard that Irnskar is something of a royal pain in the arse. But aren't we all, to some extent? Perhaps Yoren is using this as a training exercise. If Irnskar doesn't make matters worse, maybe he'll learn something.
It fills my heart with pride to know the High King knows something of our deeds.
As depressing as it sounds, that's the most fun I've had in months. To be honest, I wasn't sure the ritual would work. If it hadn't, let's assume Zaji could have navigated through the storm and reached us anyway. Yeah, let's go with that. Between Emmerich and I, the Green Serpents scattered like leaves in a strong breeze. And thanks to Casca's formidable presence, the rest were quick to abandon their posts. I made sure to hold off on the ritual until I saw the signal flare. Absolutely. They raised a storm and sank 3 ships to try to kill us. As long as their leaders live, there's no reason to expect them to just surrender. At least Emmerich, Irnskar, and I still draw breath. Thanks to you.
You know, Queen Irene seems like the kind of person I'd like to get an ale with.
Zaji's ship was closest when the signal flare ignited. Do you like it? I call it the perfect pounce, too! Anyway, Zaji is supposed to get you back to Mandrake Manor as quick as he can. Just give the order, and we'll leave these dreadful shores.
More rumbles from the ground. It's probably nothing you to worry about. Probably. But I understand.
I'm sure Lady Arabelle has something she needs me to do. Just between you and me, I don't mind the work too much. But don't let her know that.
Walker, Lady Arabelle wants to see you in the courtyard, out back.
Well, here comes our hero now. Well done, my dear.
Excellent. Who wants a drink? The Prince of Windhelm is buying.
Hold fast there, lad. We're safe for now, but the battle's just begun.
Good work finding the Alliance leaders and getting them off Amanos safely. I'm quite proud of you, my dear. Lord Bacaro and I will spirit them to a more secure location shortly. Then we can turn our attention back to the Ascendant Order. So Prince Ernskar told me. We'll get to that. First, you need to rest, and I need to make sure our royal guests remain safe. For now, take this. As long as I can count on you, there's more where that came from. Thanks to you, the royals have finally reached High Isle. While the Ascendant Order has lost their prizes, they remain a threat. Once the Ascendant Lord and his Magus learn the Alliance leaders are here, they will stop at nothing to reach them. Lord Bacaro and I have a secure place. They'll be safe enough there. So far, we've been on the defensive, reacting to events. The time has come to take the fight to the Ascendant Order, and my plan starts with this meeting you heard about on Amanos. And I think I know how to determine where this assemblage will take place. While you were away, I received reports of Ascendant Order activity at Mistmouth Cave. I propose we investigate, and if luck is with us, catch ourselves a Lord and a Magus. Mistmouth Cave lies on the northern coast of High Isle. It's a favorite of outlaws and pirates. I'll meet you there. I need to go over some details with Jakan one more time. Things tend to go in one ear and out the other with that one, you know.
Why must we sit on our hands? The Dominion can crush the Ascendant Order with one fell blow.
I will not allow the Dominion to land warriors on Breton shores. The Daggerfall Covenant will handle this matter.
Summon your fleets and I will leave. The Ebonheart Pact will not negotiate under threat of attack.
Patience, please. This is a delicate situation. Let us handle this. Now go with Jakan. He'll see you to a safer location.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that. Good quality there.
This will keep you out of Emunara's fur until she gets the ship.
Tide swallow her. Traveler, may I ask a favor? I have honorably guarded Lady Garrick's trials for more lifetimes than I can recall. And this necromancer thinks she can cow me? I'll have none of it! I am the steward of Garrick's Rest. I am bound to this place until someone completes the Trials of Worth. 3 tests that measure the qualities a knight needs to bear Lady Garrick's sacred shield. Unless you're a schemer, to take the sacred shield without daring the Trials of Worth. But only one who passes the trials learns the words that dismiss the wards guarding the shield. If you can win the shield before the necromancer steals it, I will reward you. Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for all these years. Someone worthy enough to earn Lady Garrick's most treasured possession. Please, pick up the censer and extinguish it. I suspect that should end the necromancer's binding. Yes, I'm certain you do. Only an incurious fool wouldn't seek to know more. But it may surprise you to learn that I find being bound like this deeply unpleasant. Already you show more virtuous character than Emanara ever will. Your compassion will go remembered. Now, enter Garrick's Rest to begin the Trials of Worth. Pass with honor, but move quickly. I cannot allow Emanara to cheat her way to the shield. Ah, Lady Jocelyn Garrick, a premier captain of the All Flags Navy. Sailors flocked from all across the sea to sail with her. She was stern, efficient, and shrewd. And she was loyal. Always brought her crew home safely. Except the last time. I can't say for certain. That Colovian admiral, oh, what was his name? Well, he ordered the whole fleet to Thras. Lady Garrick and her crew never returned. The rest became quite lonely with her gone, but I managed to stay honorably occupied. I kept watch over Garrick's Rest. I wanted it to stay pristine, just in case. Challengers continued to arrive, looking to pass the Trials of Worth. Word spread that the prize was now Lady Garrick's fabled shield. That kept me quite busy for a time. The rush to earn the shield slowed to a trickle. I think people started to believe the task was impossible. Eventually, they stopped altogether. But I stayed at my post. Lady Garrick gave me an order, and I refused to shirk it. Even after I died. Oh, I met my end as an old man. While cleaning cobwebs off one of the traps, I felt a pain in my chest. Then, just darkness. I woke up above my body. Quite the shock, I'll say. But it made sense. From there, I just kept to my routine. Lady Garrick called it her sacred shield. She claimed that a saint of Arkay blessed it with his blood. While she held it, no injury could befall her. I have no reason to doubt this belief. Only when she left it behind did she die in battle. I have thought on that question for ages. At the time, my place was not to question her judgment. I keep reflecting on what she told me. If I don't return, may this preserve my memory. Perhaps she knew the voyage was doomed, no matter what. She declined to tell me. To be honest, I chose not to ask. I knew from the moment I saw Emanara that she wasn't honorable enough to deserve the shield. Strange, though. A shield blessed by the power of Arkay should repel a necromancer. As I said, 3 trials await you. Perseverance, wits, and constitution. They each test a virtue that Lady Garrick sought in those she sailed with. I will meet you before each one to explain your goal and offer guidance. After that,
It's up to you. Correct. Magical wards surround the shield. After honorably completing each trial, you'll learn a phrase that dispels this protection. Amunara wanted me to tell her this phrase, but I refused. I worry about her plans to get around the wards. They began as a way to weed out those who would serve her poorly. Many aspired to sail with the great Lady Jocelyn Garrick, but she'd only accept the best. If an applicant passed each challenge while maintaining their honor, she welcomed them aboard. Before her last voyage, Lady Garrick asked me to find a new bearer for her shield if she did not return. I swore an oath to find someone worthy. That oath holds me here to this day. Only when the shield is fairly won can I rest.
Another find for your pack.
Hurry now. Find a way to the shield hall. Who are you? Another mercenary? Another mercenary? Running a bit late, aren't you? This one has all the help she needs. They will already cost more than she budgeted for. You do appear quite exceptional, though. Perhaps Amunara could swap out one of the others for you. Ugh, by all the stars. Why must that ghost make this difficult? Amunara didn't even know he'd be here. Who sticks around after they die to give people tests? This one sympathizes. But when Amunara leaves, the shield goes with her. Amunara supposes that's fair to tell you. There's a story about Lady Garrick's famous shield. Arkay himself anointed it with his blood, allegedly. An ambitious young necromancer could use such an artifact. Draw out its power to become stronger. Who knows what dangers lurk in this old ruin? And Amunara refuses to deal with this trial nonsense. The mercenaries will help me break through into the shield hall. Look, be reasonable. Move on and no one will know. Now this one has work to do. It's quite exciting. Legends say Lady Garrick's shield contains the power of Arkay. It preserved her life as long as she held it, yes? If Amunara can absorb that power, think of the possibilities. Normally it wouldn't. Arkay can't stand necromancers. We blurred the line between life and death. But Amunara may have found a way to invert the divine energies in the shield. She could give her summoned death the same protection Lady Garrick enjoyed. Amunara doesn't like to talk about herself. This one is just a simple Khajiit bone raiser trying to make her way in the world. Look, Amunara just met you. Perhaps next time we can swap stories. For now, this one has a shield to acquire. It's quite exciting. Legends say Lady Garrick...
Ignore her poisonous words. Stay true to your honor.
This one's binding failed? I worked hard to make that. Say goodbye to the shield, Ghost Knight.
Quickly, into the first trial. 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 Welcome to your first test. The trial of perseverance. Best the foes awaiting you, and unlock the door to pass.
I was of some assistance. feet! Get moving!
A person of honor demonstrates that they will overcome any obstacle with tenacity. The trial of perseverance challenges you with unending foes who will attack ceaselessly until you escape. Or, it did until Emanara's lackeys wrecked the trial. Typically, I've stocked the room with so many creatures that a challenger must wade through them like mud. As those brutes came through, they had enough people to easily thin the swarm. But no matter, you weren't involved, so it's no harm to your honor. 2 rooms with locked exits. Each room swarms with hideous creatures ready to destroy you. Fight through the hordes, then pull the levers to unlock the doors. Only then may you escape.
Knight never yields!
The first exit is now unlocked. Proceed.
This one doesn't care if the Ghost Knight frightened you. Find a path to the shield hall.
Second exit is unlocked. Exit to complete the trial. You've shown great endurance, Challenger. Well done. To learn the phrase needed to win the shield, memorize the words on this tablet. Lady Garrick rose from a low-born child to become a highly respected captain in the All-Flags Navy. She knew the value of pushing past any obstacle, even when you believe all is lost. You demonstrate this same tenacity. I am impressed. Next, you will encounter the Trial of Wits. Sailors must know how to think on their feet. No one writes a manual for everything you encounter on the high seas. Now, move quickly. Continue south out of this room and through the caves. Yes, I have watched them tearing down walls across the fortress. She was not exaggerating about her plans to gain the shield. The only way to honorably defeat her is to pass the trials of worth. So hurry. Our time slips away.
What would you ask of me? Never ends. Just like a night. What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Confusing.
The trial of wits begins here. Observe the 4 tablets around the room. In the proper order, they will light your path. In a direction, but only the proper order of events provides the nation. A wise sailor learns from their mistake. A strong first step. Impressive. The next tablet waits beyond the northern door. read the tablet to learn the next part of the passphrase. What sorcery comes now? Ah! Brigand, unhand me!
Lower the wharf, Ghost Knight.
Nay!
Your lady is dead. What does it matter?
It's a matter of honor! She changed the rules. We must speak. I have not felt pain in so long. How cruel a villain who causes suffering in an innocent spirit. Before, I was defending Lady Garrick's honor. Now, mine is at stake. Since you passed the trial of wits, you may proceed. With one alteration. I previously refrained from asking you to attack Emanara. It seemed that defeating her by the trials of worth was the more honorable path. But she's bound me, torn at my home, and now summoned me like a common specter. I shall refrain no longer. Yes, but not in some plain manner. We can use Emanara's own sensor to bind her. As you carried it, the device will have reattuned for living energies. Next time we meet her, light the incense, then toss it at her. It will bind her as she trapped me. In her recklessness, Emanara buried the door to the third trial under rubble. But I know a hidden route. First, you'll need the key. I can mark on your map where to find it in the library. We'll reconvene there, after I've pulled myself together. She grasped my soul as though I were still a man of flesh, but lifted me like a child. As you saw, Emanara's patience has run out. I underestimated her. She'll raise the whole fortress for the shield. The quicker you pass the final trial, the better. During centuries of death, one finds many opportunities for study. You'll see how large the library of Garrick's Rest is. I grew curious about my nature, and did some reading. Turns out that spiritual energy manipulation is fairly simple. I won't claim to be a full-fledged necromancer, but Emanara's device looks fairly standard issue to me. The incense is energy receptive. It passively attunes to dominant existential energy nearby. Once triggered, the trap seeks similar energy. As I said, many centuries, my friend.
Sildar was with us in that fight.
It's been a very long time since I've been here. We hid the key under one of the rugs. Hopefully, it's still there. My apologies for not remembering the exact location of the trial. Found it? Excellent. The secret passage is on the top level of the gardens. I'll meet you there. It pains me to think that I'm going to the castle's once beautiful... Oh, may I see? Ah, yes. It's from Lady Garrick, the love of my life. She had to leave to fight a war. Said I could not join her in that war, because I was the only one she trusted to guard the shield. This should have stayed under the rock.
I hope I was of some assistance.
Ah, here is the secret passage. Enter, Challenger. I'll see you at the third trial.
We'll see it done.
found your way. Good. Normally, I would not have allowed a challenger to use secret passageways. But Emanara's minions changed the nature of this trial. It is no longer as Lady Garrick designed. So, perhaps I can allow some improvisation. Are you prepared for the next trial? You come to the trial of Constitution. How much pain can you endure, challenger? We shall soon find out. Find a way to unlock the exit without dying. None have. Good luck, challenger. I'm really hoping you'll pull through. Similar to the trial of Perseverance, the door to the exit is locked, but a device exists to open it. Reaching both the device and the door is where the difficulty lies.
I hope I was of some assistance. Send our savior. You're not alone. You're wounded. I'm with you.
Curses! The door is now unlocked. The question is, can you make it there?
We're still standing. Be proud of that.
Well done! You actually made it through. The last tablet awaits you. We'll talk after. Finally, at long last, someone has accomplished Lady Garrick's third test. She was not a brutal woman, but she did not suffer the weak. It was this attitude that let her ascend so quickly. Now, I have met her equal. Correct. Since you passed all the trials, you learned the passphrase that will let you walk where none have walked for centuries. Just keep following these corridors until you reach the Shield Hall. I'll await you there. I am certain we'll encounter Emanara at the Shield Hall. Be prepared to use the sensor. It should have attuned itself to your unique energy by now. We'll likely only have one chance. Let's make it count. A magnificent knight. An incredible sailor. She was unrelenting, intelligent, and kind. Serving under her in the Order of the Sacred Shield, even for a millennium, would be an unsatisfying amount of time.
Attack! Emanara commands you.
valuable, isn't it?
She's distracted. Now's your chance. Use the sensor!
What? How?
How does it feel, Necromancer? You and your dishonorable ways came close, but not close enough. Challenger, it's time for you to prove your worth. Are you ready?
Release Emunara! This one must have that shield!
Although the Necromancer has proven herself unworthy, I cannot yet allow you to pass. One more test of worth awaits you. A surprise, to ensure you remember your lessons here. You need to recall the virtues you learned from the tablets after each trial of worth to answer each question, starting with this one. Faced with overwhelming odds, what must the bearer of the shield demonstrate? Correct. Next question. What keeps the bearer of the shield stable and informs their choices? Correct. Final question. Through what quality will the bearer of the shield reach the pinnacle of their potential and ability? With that final and correct answer, I will dispel the wards and grant you access to the sacred shield. Congratulations, champion.
You will regret
Claim.
This
What
one
is yours,
swears it.
champion? The shield has a new bearer. My oath is fulfilled. I'm finally free. Thank you, champion. You did as you said you would, and claimed the shield before that necromancer stole it from its resting place. My duty is fulfilled, and I can finally rest. Indeed, champion. I confess that I was beginning to fear I'd be trapped amid these crumbling ruins forever. This day, I finally follow Lady Garrick on the greatest voyage of all. Thank you again. May you bear the sacred shield with honor. Good fortune, wherever your adventures take you. I'm sure that censor won't hold her forever. Once she's free, she'll likely be quite angry. I suggest you leave this place before that happens, champion.
quality there.
Feel how the ground shook. Look at Ithalon in the distance. I've never seen Mount Firesong so active.